The campaign kickoff for the United Way of the East Tennessee Highlands happens next week on August 5th. And here to share with us more about this year's campaign is Sam Lancaster. Sam, appreciate you being here today.
Hey, happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
Starts next week. August is the big kickoff.
It does.
Tell us about this campaign.
You know, it gets closer every day. So yeah, it's going to be a good kickoff this year. Our local kickoff is going to be August 5th. We do have some companies who have already run some campaigns, which is incredible that they're just trying to get out there and set the pace for everything. But the community kickoff will be August 5th. We're going to have it kind of as a tailgate style this year.
Nice.
Open air, which keeps us all as comfortable as possible, in the parking lot behind Home Trust Bank on North Roan. So right between Home Trust and well, what is the SunTrust building, but is a part of Truist. So right in that big parking lot there.
And this is going to be more of a traditional campaign this year.
It will. So part of that is we're going to be bringing back the campaign team. You know, it's something we haven't been able to see through the past here, but we'll be bringing back the campaign team. I think it was announced. If not, we'll go ahead and say it here. Our campaign chair is going to be Lester Latney, which is a common name here for us at United Way. You know, led the United Way for 14 years. I believe, I don't want to age him, but I want to say 2001 may have been his first campaign chair before moving into an actual, you know, staff leadership role. And so he's very familiar with the United Way. We've got, you know, 10 or more former campaign chairs that are going to come back, act as mentors and leaders for new up-and-coming campaign team members. So we've got a lot of history coming with a lot of new blood to be able to reach as many people as possible, to provide the help to as many people as we can.
And how important it is to have those mentors. I mean, so vitally important.
It's huge. It's the same as anybody else in any other business. We've all had mentors along the way. And when you jump into a volunteer role, you want to help, you want to be able to help, but you always want somebody to be able to lead you who's gone through it and done it the way that you're trying to do it. So for those, you know, past campaign chairs to come back and act as mentors is huge.
And you said some companies have already started their campaigns.
There have been, yeah.
But if somebody else they're saying they're at home right now going, I want to get involved, how do they do that?
Absolutely. So if you go to the homepage of our website, which is unitedwayetnh.org, there's a piece right in the middle, right on the front, that says if you want to get involved, email us below, and it starts up an automatic email, and we get things moving. If you're more of a call and let's figure it out person, feel free to give us a call. It's 423-220-1229. And we'll be able to get things started.
And the thing is, the money raised, going to help out our neighbors, our folks right here.
Absolutely, yeah. Everything that we raise, as long as it's not designated somewhere else, if somebody does want to designate somewhere else, they can, but we work to keep as much of it local as possible to be able to help those agencies.
Talk to me about how many organizations are we talking about here under the blanket of United Way?
So usually there's between 30 and 40, so what's raised this year will go back out next year, and there's an allocations process, a grant process that will happen in the beginning of 2022. And we'll be able to work with another group of volunteers similar to the campaign team that will work to go through the grant applications. They'll interview the different directors that are applying for the money and really take the time to decide where the biggest needs in our community are and how we can make the biggest impact with the dollars.
And I do like the fact that folks, if they're making a donation, can say, I'd like for this to kind of go this way.
If they'd like to, they definitely can. Yeah.
That's a great knowing when you're making that donation. And some folks, the United Way has a good reputation, and they want to make those donations.
Right. I mean, that reputation is something that we're very proud of, and United Ways across the region are very proud of, that there is that trust that comes with it. You know it's going to be used in a helpful way to help people who need it and to create the most amount of impact possible.
All right. Sam, we appreciate you so much and all the good work that the United Way is doing in our region.
We appreciate the partnership.
Absolutely. Got some information for you right